Karen. Yeah, I bet it's very hot there. We've gotten cold here because it is officially winter. That's the lovely thing about living down under. Hi, Nikki. Are you guys all excited for your catalog starting? I guess it's tomorrow for you guys. Sorry. Yeah, it's a little crazy morning for me, but we're getting there. Yeah, I thought I would take a minute. I'll give people a couple minutes to get on here to do kind of a quick walkthrough of the catalog since I haven't been able to open it on camera before. Let's see what we got here in the frame. Yeah, have you tabbed up your catalogs? I was working with somebody yesterday trying to put together her order, and she had her catalog, and we were trying to find stuff, and I had to pull mine out and use my tabs, because once you get used to them, it's like I can't find anything. So let's jump in here. So they've organized every time they try to organize things a little bit differently to help us out. So it just takes a little bit to get used to it. There's always information about the products in the front. The photography is just beautiful. I just love all of this. So the kits are in the front. There are some beautiful new kits like the Simply Citrus and this gorgeous Posies and Boho Indigo. And then they've also carried over this Looking Up kit. So at some point this year I'm gonna do another kit sampler class because that seemed to work well. Flowers for every season. This was on the pre-order for those of you who got to participate in that. And this is cute jars and what do they call those? Mason jar shaker domes. Those are going to be fun to play with. And a punch that cuts out that shape. That will work nicely for this. And then the sunflowers. Anyway, that went on my order this morning. I didn't pre-order it, but it went on my order this morning. I'm not going to go every page just because, yeah. World of Good. This is a more masculine or gender neutral set, I suppose. Nice rich colors. I haven't decided if I'm ordering that one yet, but the person I was working with yesterday is going to. Playful Pets. This is one we haven't seen before because it wasn't on the pre-order. This is cute. Actually, it kind of reminds me of, like that Schnauzer reminds me of, what is it? Lady and the Tramp. I don't know why, but it does. And the cats. It's very cute. Haven't ordered it yet. I don't know. Ornate Garden. We've seen a lot of that. It's still one of the top ones on my list. Hi, Lisa. We're just doing a quick run through some of the stuff in the brand new Stampin' Up! Catalog that has gone live today here in Australia. That would be tomorrow in the US. Peony Garden. If you like peonies, this one, it went on my order and it came off my order, but it'll go on again on another order. I'm always intrigued by the very muted color cards, and I do them every once in a while. I tend to do more brightly colored cards, especially today, you'll see. But this very 3D peony die that they've done here is intriguing to me. So I'm sure I'm going to get it. I'm sure I'm going to play with it. The images are beautiful. I just couldn't quite justify another big flower bundle this month. So yeah, I'm holding off. But Free as a Bird came back in this catalog, which is good because that's a really pretty and a useful set. Another sweet Whale of a Time. This one is very cute, and I think This is probably going to be a must-have, depending on how things shape up this year with doing some kid stuff. We'll see. I know it doesn't have to just be for kids, but I'm on the edge about that one. Feel free to chime in with your comments. I can see them. I just don't know what you guys think about all of this. If you've got favorites that I've passed over, speak up. I'd love to know what people like. Dino Days, I've got an idea for that may happen at next week's live. I'm glad that one carried over. I'm sorry the paper didn't, but that's how it usually goes. Yeah, I do a lot of birthdays, so I'm looking at these. I love these zany zebras. I think they're very adorable. That one is on my list for today. I was just waiting to hear back from one person in my color club before I submitted. So when I get off here, I'm going to be submitting my order, and hopefully everything will come through quickly. But yeah, zany zebras, I think they're very fun. And Weighted Goat is probably going to be on my must-order list too. And then there's Forever Greenery. I think that one's my favorite suite so far. You've seen a lot of things on my blog that I've done with that. And I think this Sending Sunshine is very pretty as well. And I'll probably be getting that. Here's In Good Taste. You saw in my unboxing video last week, I got everything except the elements and the designer series paper. So I got the bundle last time, which is the stamp set and the dies. And on my order today, I'm getting the designer series paper. There's a lot of paper. It's $37 here in Australia, where they're usually $20, but the where is it here? There are actually 24 sheets, so it's a double pack. So it's a little cheaper than buying 2 packs for $37 instead of $40. And there's 24 sheets of 12 by 12. So that's a really nice, it's neutral, it's good for masculine. I think that's going to be very versatile. I've seen a lot of people stamping on it. And you didn't get the stamp set. Yeah, I was kind of so-so on the stamp set. I do really like that flower, and I've seen some very pretty things, and with the flower too. So, the feather too. So, yeah, I'm gonna be looking forward to playing around with it. And then there's Artistry Blooms, and I'll be honest with you, I am not a fan of this paper, even though I just said I like bright colors. Yeah, I don't know. I like the examples that they show with it. I don't have any problem with that. I see that paper and I'm just not thrilled. But I do like this die cut and the stamp. So we'll see. I might get part of that suite too. So that's my very quick run through. Do you have things, what's on your list that I haven't mentioned? I'll give you guys a chance to chime in. Oh, and I'm going to be stamping and doing stuff with this set, Blossoms in Bloom. Actually, the whole bundle that includes the 2 die cuts. This is going to be interesting. I haven't played with it. I've literally just pulled it out this morning. And thank you for your patience with my delay this morning. I had scheduled things to go live with my retired stuff and ran into a little snag on eBay with my with my listings where people were not paying for their own shipping, that said that I was going to pay for shipping, and that was not my intention. So I took the hour and got together with eBay and got that sorted, so I don't lose money on my transaction. So thanks for your patience with that, and I will put this away, and we will start playing with some stuff. You want to get the zoo globe, even though you don't have any little kids and family. Yeah, sometimes if they're just nice and cute, you just want them, and you're just going to play with them all on their own. Oh, I wanted to point out something that is, anyone who's created with me probably knows. I'm looking here for the die cutting machine stuff. Here, cut and emboss machines. So these are going to be wonderful. We can't get them yet. Sometime within the first half of the catalog, they announced we will be able to. But I wanted to point out to you guys, because they're kind of hidden here, right here on page 172, adhesive sheets. They are double-sided adhesive sheets, and what you do is you peel off the backing and you put them on the back of your cardstock. Now, these are not the ones that are in here because I'm just able to order them today. These are other ones that I've ordered through an online craft source. But when you're cutting out something like this and then wanting to adhere it on something else, that's a lot of really fine paper that you would have to put little dots of glue on. So these have to go on your list. Really and truly, they do. And if you are new to die cutting machines and you're going to, I will just keep repeating this every time I talk about these. They have a mini and they have a full-size one. Some things are not going to fit in the mini. Like if you have this and you like it, or anything else that's large like this will not fit in the mini. And so if you buy it and you buy this, you're going to be very disappointed. This is half the price, but it's half the size. This will fit everything. So just keep that in mind as you're budgeting and deciding what you're going to buy. I will repeat that forever. So, okay. I'm going to bring in my Big Shot. I'm sorry if it shakes the camera a bit. But I think what I want to do is I'm going to do, so there are two dies that stack on each other, and the one with the wider parts is going to be the underneath one. That makes sense, right? And so I think what I'm going to do is, this is the new Bumblebee in color. And I'm going to put that on there. And let's see how we go. This is my first time using it. Let's see if one time does it. Sometimes when you have that adhesive on the back, it's just a little bit thick enough that you want to, yeah, I'm going to run it back through. Especially with my older machine that's just a little loose. Let me know if you can hear the wind howling. It's much quieter today than it has been, so I'm not noticing it. We had a really big weather front come through, and it really was windy. Yeah. I double cut that a little bit, but I think it'll be okay. I think I may just try cutting it again. If it fits on here. Which it does just. Okay, let's try it again. How cold is it? Let's see, right now it's 55 Fahrenheit. Oh, you do hear it howling? It's very faint. I'll go open the other window. It is 55 here right now, and it probably won't get much warmer. It's about 11 o'clock in the morning. What to say? It's supposed to go up, yeah, 56. It would low of about 42 overnight. Here in Australia, we do seasons on the first of the month as opposed to like the solstice or the equinox. So it's, yeah, that's going to be better. It is officially winter here now. And we won't get too much colder here in the city. We'll have days where it stays in the low 50s probably. But we certainly don't get down to freezing. Sorry, just getting a little bit out of the dye. And we'll go ahead and open that window. I've got a weird situation in my apartment. You let me know if that's better. Where a window was sealed up, and because of where we are in the building, there's air pressure that does funny things, and yeah, in this, so one of the sealed up windows makes a howling noise. But when I open another window in the room, it relieves the pressure and the howling stops. So that's what I did. Just do this a couple of times here to make sure it gets through everything. Yeah, I think so. Okay, get that out of the way for a moment. Let's see how we go here. And then we'll punch all these out. Yeah, we might do better just lifting. We'll see how we go here. It's the infamous pokey tool that's on the back of the part of the take a pick tool. But look at how finely that cuts. If we didn't have that adhesive on there and you're trying to put little dots of glue, yuck. Adhesive, 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 double stick adhesive. It's going to be our friend here. And yes, it's a little bit to get those out. We can see if the brush helps. There is a brush attachment that goes onto that take a pick tool, but I already had the old version, so I am frugal. I didn't just order the new one just 'cause. Come here. Yeah, I think if I'd cut it another time or two, these would just be falling out. I'm hoping when I get my new die cut and emboss machine, I will have fewer issues like this. I may leave those in there if they stay when I pull the backing off. Okay, I'm gonna stop that for right now. Let's work on this one a little bit. That's not really helping, is it? See, if I hadn't been busy with all the new catalog stuff, I would have been prepping and this would have been just magically all done. Now you get to see the reality of it, right? Truth in advertising. But really, if you run it through a couple times, it's not bad to get them out. And look at the detail. Okay, so there's that one. Sorry, I'm putting things down and they're messing things up. And let's see, this is going to go on. Like so. I think we'll put this one down. I put it on. This is just jade. So I'm using 3 of the in colors today. And here in Australia, may wind up having to snip a little bit of a leaf or turn it just right. Shouldn't matter because hello. Okay, so now I'm going to pull the backing off here somewhere. Start there. Hey Roseanne, glad you found me an hour late. I'm so sorry. So I was saying I had just a few things to do with the new catalog transition this morning, and one of them didn't go as planned, and I needed a little extra time to sort it out. Okay, there's most of it. And like I said, this is not the Stampin' Up! Double stick adhesive. This is another brand because Stampin' Up! Didn't carry it for a couple years, so I had to make do. And let's see how it is when we take this one off. Yeah, a lot of those center ones came off, but not all of them. So what I find is if I've got some that I want to take off that haven't come, I can get them to stick to my finger. And then I just need to scrape them off my finger. Really? There we go. Kind of. Yeah. Okay, let's figure out how this is going to go. Can you see that? I got it. Sorry, I can see a little. There we go. Okay, so there are those layers. And what I may do a little bit later is take one of my big blocks, I have a bigger one even, and just lay it on there to help adhere that adhesive. But there's that for now. I love the detail, like that little leaf vein that goes up in the middle there. I think that's so cool. Okay, and then I thought we'd put a sentiment on there. So I pulled out the Coordinating Blossoms in Bloom stamp set. I'm sorry, I'm still finding all these little adhesive things that I put on my fingers, and I said, oh yeah, then we just get them off the fingers. Okay. Gonna do happy birthday, I think. There's a surprise. Oh my, everywhere. Get a block for that. And then I'm going to be using, I had it out here, the Lovely Labels Pick-a-Punch. And I'm gonna start actually by going ahead and snipping it. And this isn't one of the proscribed sizes, so what I'm doing is I'm just making sure I've got it even on the back here. And then a trick that I learned is hold on to that little offcut for a minute, because I'm going to attempt to get this lined up. This is just my Memento Tuxedo Black, because I do not have any of the in color stamp sets yet. That is definitely on my ordering for today. See how that goes. Pretty good. And then I'm going to put that there, figure out kind of equidistant I'm just gonna mark there with a pencil. And snip that off. And now I can go ahead and insert it in the correct one. And again, line it up, hopefully evenly, and punch off, and voila. Pretty good, pretty good. So I could just put that on where I like it, maybe right about there. And I will do that in a little bit because I didn't bring my dimensionals over, but there you get the idea. Yeah, I wish I could take credit for figuring that out, but another demonstrator posted that somewhere. I'll just grab my dimensionals. And I could put a few rhinestones on there, and I may do that. Let's see here. I can hear certain viewers going, no! And others going, yes, always. So, you do you. Cover that up. I think a little sparkle is in order. Let's see what we've got here. Oh, that one's gone. Let me find it. I like the other end better for these. There we go. Here's that one. Yes, the jumper. And wanted to play with the big stamp set as well, so I've got a little bit prepped for that. Let me set that aside for now. Again, here's the stamp set, and I've got it on my Stamparatus. You could use the largest of the acrylic blocks that we sell. I find those really cumbersome. And so I'm just, yes, there's another one of those little things. I've decided to just go ahead and mount it on my Stamparatus. I find that much easier. And if something doesn't come out quite right, it's easy to restamp. So this is a distinctive stamp, so it's got that great etching, and it's going to take the ink. I don't know if you can see this. It looks like the ink isn't applied evenly, but that's part of the design. And this is Daffodil Delight ink. And let's see how we did. Yep, see, it didn't come out quite right in the center there. So let's see if we can ink that up a little bit more in the center. Try it again. There we go. That's better. Just clean that up, because otherwise, for me, it's a disaster waiting to happen. And it's got some leaves that you could put around. But I was thinking I might try quite sure if this was designed. It is designed to. Oh, I see. Huh. Okay. I'd love to see a picture of your card, Nikki. You should post a picture on my Facebook page or send it to me or something. I love to see what people do. So I'm gonna cut another one of these and layer it on. Even though I haven't stamped all of the elements on here, I can either trim it or just let some be not colored in. I'm okay with that too. Let's see if I can get it a little more. I'm going to grab one extra shim here. This one is a super, super thin piece of plastic, and we'll run it through once more with that. I already have a shim on the bottom, and we'll see if that just, every time I add a shim, it just winds up making it looser and looser, right? But I'm just counting the days until I can get my new machine. Yeah, but you can see they're falling out a lot more now. Let's see how we go here. Yeah. The big ones fall out no problem. I think I have a low spot kind of in the middle. But like I said, my machine's been used probably daily and overused some days for, what, 10 years? So I think I've gotten my money's worth. Okay, so get those out of the way. Before I spend a lot of time on this, let's get an idea of how we like it. Yep. Yep, yep. Okay, so now we'll spend a little bit of time poking these out. Yeah, these are poking out more easily because they cut through the backing paper. So that's a good thing, really. Good, I'm glad you're doing classes again, Nikki. I did one this past Saturday and it was nice to have people back. And I think they liked being able to come in too. And not just because I fed them. Although they were kind enough to say that they always miss my afternoon tea, so that's nice. So, sorry, just concentrating on getting these last few. Let's see how we're doing here. My mother-in-law would say, you just have to set your mouth just right to get that first bit started. Come here. There we go. Yeah, see, by poking out in the middle, I got most of them out in one go. There we go. Okay. So now we're lining up here, there. I'm okay with those hanging off. We'll just trim them real fast. This is, if you're in the States, you probably don't have as much of an issue with them hanging off because your card base is wider. It's shorter and wider than ours is. So we just learn to adapt. Yeah, that's kind of fun with the mixed. I'll get it so you can see it here in a moment. Mixed effect, I think that way. Yep, yuppa. Tea. Yeah, so we call it tea time and they get their choice of coffee or tea or water, and I usually bake something or I serve something. And I was thinking I might mount that on there. Hi Karen, nice to see you. Glad you found me, even though I'm broadcasting late today. New catalog day craziness here. So there's that. And I hadn't gotten as far as to think about a sentiment on this one, but I will. Perhaps I'll go this way. You think about that, which way it should go, landscape or portrait, while I grab something. What do you think? Yes, inlaid would work well. And the other thing that my upline Kylie showed was not just inlaid, but do the inlay up on dimensionals. I'm going to show that one soon too. I just didn't have my act together to do that today with everything else going on. Okay, so I've got some strips here ready to landscape. I agree. I think maybe coming in like yeah. And I'm gonna see about using a different Yes, this stamp set would work very well for the split card. Yeah, I'm gonna go with happy birthday again. Sorry, I'm not very imaginative. And I'm gonna do it on the small one. Now this one I've actually cut, it says, to the right specifications. It says so. Really. So are you guys, have you marked the measurements for this? I don't understand. I really don't. I cut pretty darn accurately, and it just isn't what they say. And that's not going to help me. Obviously, leave whenever my futzing around gets to be too painful. Oh, so sorry. There we go. Perhaps small even. Yes, I always need birthday cards, especially because I send them out to people who subscribe to my blog, who tell me they want to get them. I send them to all my friends and family in the US, thanks to my parents' good graces. I bulk ship to them or carry to them, and they send them out from there. I can see how much play there is there, so I'm trying to nudge it centered on the back. Oh, not so far. And punch. There we go. I could put it right in the middle. Which, for lacking imagination today, I think that's what I will do. There we go. And maybe some bling on this one too, huh? we go. Can I explain what I just did with the banner? You mean when I marked it and trimmed off? Yes, and I will post pictures as well on my blog sometime soon. So, set that aside for now. So, what I did was I stuck it in, and I'm doing this quick and dirty so it won't be as even as if I were really taking my time. And punched it, and then kept this end that punched off, stamped what I wanted to stamp, and then placed this so that it was, my sentiment was centered on there. And then I marked it, the outside edge of that trimmed off piece with a line. And that tells me how long I want the piece to trim it. Because if I could guess, but that gives me the exact length. So then I just snip it off at that line, stick it back in, and punch. Well, I didn't line it up, obviously, and that would give me exactly the right length. Of the punch. And what I'm doing here is, if you're not sure that, if it's not fitting in that groove exactly, it can move off center. So I'm just eyeballing it to make sure that that center point is in the center of my strip, so I get as even a trim as I can. That's what I'm doing when I turn it over. Did that explain? Okay. So that's what I have for you today. If you are in Australia and need a catalog and don't have a demonstrator you're working with, I'm happy to send one to you. Just drop me a line somehow. You can always send me a message through Facebook, or go to nancysniftynotes.com. That's my website, and you can find my email address there. These are the two cards I made with the Blossoms in Bloom bundle. If you are interested in getting a bundle, either a stamp set and a punch, or a stamp set and a die combo, this is a fabulous deal that they are offering worldwide. Join up as a demonstrator, and in addition to the extra goodies you can add to your starter kit for your price, here in Australia it's $169, and you get $235 worth of product in your starter kit. That can be anything you want. And then in addition, you can choose any stamp and tool bundle. So it could be this stamp set and its matching dies. That's $104 value here in Australia, and you get it absolutely free. Or it could be the Lovely Labels Pick-a-Punch punch and its coordinating stamp set that has great sentiments that fit on these size strips to use on cards with any stamp set. It's also got some pretty floral images as well. Any punch and stamp bundle, or any stamp and die bundle, absolutely free for signing up, and that is just huge. And then you get 20% off all of your future orders. You get early access to our next mini catalog that comes out for demonstrators to order from on August 1st, or around the beginning of August. It's just a great time to sign up. Always a great time. Happy to have you as a member of my team if you're in Australia. If you are not in Australia and you would like me to refer you to a demonstrator elsewhere, just let me know, because I have a whole network of people around the world. I'd be happy to link you up with somebody who can help you out. So I hope you enjoyed this today, and I look forward to seeing you next week, when I should be much less scattered and have another great project for you. And I think what I'm going to do next week is going to be a 3D card that you'll enjoy. So have a great week. Order, get your hands on all these new goodies, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.